Good morning, students. So yesterday we have revised prefixes, and the day before yesterday we have revised suffixes, and today we are going to revise antonyms. Okay, so let's start. Yesterday we have revised prefixes. I have told you that prefixes are the words that are added in the beginning to form a new meaningful word. Okay, and suffixes are the words that are added at the end to form a new meaningful word. Another small topic that was there was antonyms, and today we are going to revise antonyms. As I have told you earlier, antonyms in simple language means opposites. Fine. So let us revise this topic today. Antonyms. Antonyms are pair of words that mean the opposite of each other. As I have told you, antonyms means opposite in simple language. A word that has exact opposite meaning of another word is known as its antonyms. So antonyms are pair of words that mean the opposite of each other. Again, as I have told you earlier, that a word can have more than one antonym. Like antonyms of the word gentle are rough, harsh. As we know, gentle means smooth, so opposite of the word gentle is rough, harsh. There can be so many words. Fine, so a word can have more than one antonyms, or we can say more than one opposite word. So it is quite clear that antonyms are pair of words that mean the opposite of each other, or we can say the word that has exact opposite meaning of the another word is known as its antonym. Now here are some examples. As you can see, for the word add, I have antonym subtract. Add means to add something and subtract means to delete something. Fine. So add and subtract are antonyms. Next is active. Active means a person who does all his work very quickly and fastly. And the antonym of the word active is lazy. Lazy is a person who takes so much time to do some work, or who is not active enough to do the work. Fine, so active and lazy are antonyms. Similarly, narrow. Narrow means small. Wide. Wide means big, you can say, in simple words. Fine. So narrow and wide are opposites. Next is pretty. Pretty, you can say beautiful, and the opposite of the word pretty, or we can say antonym of the word pretty, is ugly. Fine. Next word is big, and the antonym is small. Next is bitter, and the antonym is sweet. Next word is shallow, and the antonym is deep. So it is quite clear that antonyms are words that means the opposite of the other word, or we can say antonym are pair of words that mean opposite to each other. Fine. Like for happy you can have sad, so you can have, and for a single word you can have number of antonyms. Fine. So these are some examples of antonyms. Next we have studied about antonyms formation. As I have told you earlier that antonyms, they can be formed using prefixes, and we have studied about prefixes yesterday. Prefixes are letters that are added in the beginning to form a new word. Okay, so antonyms, they can be formed using prefixes. Prefixes can be used to form antonyms, and we know antonyms are the opposite words. Fine. Prefixes are letters that are added to the beginning of the word to form a new word. Fine. Like for example, there is one word happy. Fine. The word un is added in the beginning, so the new word that is formed is unhappy, and happy means to be happy and unhappy means not happy. So happy and unhappy are antonyms. Similarly, for happy you can have the word sad as antonym. So one word can have more than one antonyms. Fine. Antonyms are opposite words, and antonyms can be formed by using prefixes. And prefixes are the words that are added in the beginning to form a new meaningful word. Okay. Now here are some examples. So let us quickly understand these examples. First word is advantage, and the antonym of advantage is disadvantage. Now here, as you can see, the word dis is added in the beginning. So dis is prefix. Fine. So advantage and disadvantage are antonyms, and the word disadvantage, or we can say antonym of advantage, is formed by adding the prefix dis. Okay. Next word is legal. The antonym of the word legal is illegal, which is formed by adding the prefix il to it. Okay, so in the word legal, I have added il in the beginning. So il is prefix, and legal and illegal are antonyms of each other. Next word is mature. The antonym of mature is immature. I have added the word im in the beginning. So im is prefix, and the antonym of the word mature is immature, which is formed by adding prefixes im to the word mature. Okay. So fourth word is accurate. The antonym of accurate is inaccurate, which is formed by adding the prefix in to it. I have added the prefix in before the word accurate. So the antonym of accurate is inaccurate. Okay. Next word is rational. Again, as you can see, I have added the prefix ir to it. So the new word that is formed is irrational, is antonym for the word rational. Next word is avoidable. I have added the prefix un to it. So the antonym of avoidable is unavoidable. So it is quite clear that antonyms, they can be formed by using prefixes. Antonyms means opposite word, and prefixes are the letters that are added in the beginning to form a new word. Okay. So this was our topic. As I have told you, antonyms means opposite of each other, and they can be formed by using prefixes. Prefixes are the letters that are added in the beginning to form a new word. Okay. So this is your classwork. You have to do two exercises in your classwork. The first one is you have to write antonyms of the following words using suitable prefixes. You have to write antonym by using prefixes in these exercises. First word is able, second is mature, third is pleasant, fourth is definite, and fifth is happening. Remember, you have to write antonym by using prefixes in this exercise. This is exercise B. In this you have to write antonyms. It is not necessary that you use prefix here. You have to just write antonyms. You can use or you cannot use. It is up to your wish. It is your choice. You can use prefixes and you cannot use prefixes also in this exercise. Fine. First word is ancient. Second is interesting. Third is favor. Fourth is careful. And fifth is difficult. In this exercise you have to use prefixes, and in this exercise you don't need to use prefixes. Okay, so antonyms means opposite of each other, and prefixes are words that are added in the beginning to form a new word. Thank you.